Why not start it off by upgrading your bedding? This is a great time to upgrade your sheets, pillows, and towels and get yourself some MyPillow products. And their premium pillows are also buy one, get one free right now. They've got all kinds of radio specials going on. If you want to see more, just go to MyPillow.com and click on Radio Listener Specials. Use the promo code BUBBA and get your buy one Giza Dream Sheet set and get another one for free, or the premium MyPillow buy one, get one free deal. That's MyPillow.com, click Radio Listener Specials, and use the code BUBBA. Or go to rickandbubba.com and look under the sponsors link. If you're
Some would say that this country is in the toilet. Some would even go so far as to say the economy is going down the drain. But we say, if water runs through it, we do it.
At Mike Scott Plumbing, we don't make promises we can't keep. We'll be there on time, every time. We promise to work around your schedule and not ours. And we won't charge you overtime for nights, weekends, or holidays. So remember, if water runs through it, we do it. Mike Scott Plumbing, 237-2888.
Hi, I'm Sean Scott, owner of Mike Scott Plumbing, and I approve this message.
Career Source, Citrus, Levy, Marion brings together business and community partners, economic development leaders, and educational providers to connect employers with qualified, skilled talent and job seekers with employment and career development opportunities. Tune in the first Wednesday of each month at 9:30 to Career Source, Citrus, Levy, Marion, and learn how they can help you. Veterans Helping Veterans USA. Call 352-433-2320. We help veterans and their families with limited financial assistance, counseling, employment referrals, and a food and clothing bank. You can help in making a huge difference in the veterans' lives we serve by donating food, clothing, household items, or direct financial assistance. All donations are tax deductible. Veterans Helping Veterans USA. 352-433-2320. Thank you for your attention, and God bless America.
The Ocala Golf Club, one of Ocala's premier golf courses, from its pristine 18-hole course layout to its amazing pro shop. Jason Linhart and the staff at Ocala Golf offer everything that you need for your golf outing. That's the Ocala Golf Club. Experience country club style golf at municipal prices. You won't go wrong with the Ocala Golf Club. Call them for a tee time today, 352-401-6917.
Ocala's Appleton Museum of Art has reopened to all visitors. See the world-class permanent collection and special exhibits, including photographs by Bruce Mozart and mixed media by Christina Deanne. Hours are Thursday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Sundays, noon to 5 p.m. The museum is closed Mondays through Wednesdays. Masks are required, and visitor occupancy is being monitored. For more information, visit appletonmuseum.org.
Howdy, folks. RL here for Dairy Queen again to tell you about what's hot and what's not. Dairy Queen has some of the best char-grilled chicken breasts on earth, as well as their chicken breast salad. And the burgers are exceptional, cooked on a real grill for the best flavor and less fat. And for dessert, blizzards are unequaled. Personally, banana split is my all-time favorite. Dairy Queen Silver Springs, where we always treat you like kings and queens.
Now you did it. Are you completely insane? He's back. He, who must not be named. The man, the myth. The only guy in Ocala to eat his own weight in fried pickles. Twice. Now, you asked for it. Sorta. Live and in person. It's Tom Schmitz.
Welcome back to the 10:30 part of the show on a Friday. Hard to get out. Ocala Magazine. It's time on the radio, Joe.
Nah, not today. They're not here. I don't know where the heck they are. They don't call. They don't text. They do this anymore. They're off the air. That's it. I've had it. I want them in here on the phone. Or is the phone ringing?
The phone is not ringing.
Where are they? Who do they think they are?
You know, you just kind of scared me there. I saw the Al Capone character that De Niro did. I want him dead. If his family dead,
No, I want him here, not dead.
Right.
Dead draws flies.
That was a good movie though, The Untouchables, with De Niro and Kevin Costner, Sean Connery. Sean Connery passed away.
I know.
90 years young before he passed away.
Yeah.
The best James Bond, in my opinion.
They said they held it under wraps that he was under bad health at
Right.
the end. But getting back to The Untouchables, I liked it when the guy was already dead. He picked him up. Now listen,
Oh yeah, he's outside. The Canadian Mounties didn't think that was near as funny as you did.
Oh, I thought the guy was already dead.
Right.
But inside they were just trying to scare the guy that was in the chair.
To give him information, right.
What? You want? Boom.
Mr. Ness, I do not agree with the way your team. Sean Connery shot the dead guy, but it looked like he
shot the real. Yeah. We don't do things. We do things different in Chicago.
That my thing. One, you got him. Andy Garcia's laying under the baby buggy. Yeah, I got him. Shoots the guy right between the eyes. That's, and this is one of those TV tricks that I never understood. And now,
what?
You're a tad bit older than me by a year or two, I think.
Thank you, Tom. You
Right.
just got on my good side.
Yeah. So remember the shows of the 70s? When I was a kid,
Oh, yeah.
we had FBI with Efren Zimbalist Jr.
Yeah, he was a.
Yeah.
What was his daughter's name?
She was in Remington Steele, Stephanie Zimbalist Jr.
Yeah.
Then we had Cannon.
Oh.
That had Robert Conrad.
Yeah, he was
and then we had
big old man.
Then we had Barnaby Jones that had Buddy Ebsen, who was Jed Clampett, but now he's Barnaby Jones. The two things about those shows, or Steve McGarrett in Hawaii Five-0.
Now, that was good.
But here's what made me laugh about these shows, and all the shows I just mentioned. One is, every time these guys chased somebody, they were in suits, ties, with nice Sunday shoes on.
Yeah.
How you running after people, sprinting after people in those shoes? That there. And do you notice, if you go back and look, Barnaby Jones, Cannon, McGarrett had one. They all were shooting snub-nose 38s.
I don't remember.
And they were shooting people from 250 yards.
They never hit him. So.
A snub-nose 38 ain't shooting somebody from 25 yards.
No.
It's a gun that you got to be close to get to be accurate.
Well, if you see the projector, he goes.
Yeah. And but that was 70s television.
Oh, it was Ironside. Remember Ironside?
Oh,
Raymond
yeah,
Burr?
Raymond Burr.
In the chair.
I was like, how did Perry Mason end up crippled?
Well, he got shot. At the beginning, yeah.
Right.
But he wasn't,
I understand.
He wasn't Perry Mason.
Right, he was Chief Ironside.
That's right. So yeah.
Yeah. And remember the Mod Squad
Oh yeah.
with Link and Peter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about Hooker?
T.J. Hooker. Had
William Shatner.
Adrian, what was his name? Adrian Barbonis, the disco guy that was on there with him, and was it Heather Thomas? Heather Locklear was on it.
Oh yeah, she was on there.
Heather
Definitely, she was
Locklear.
on there.
Yeah, those dumb, the 70s and 80s. Some of their serious
you go through the
dramas.
birthdays today already?
I have not.
You have them there in front of you?
I do have them right here in front of me.
Well,
I got a quiz in front of me too.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna give you a quiz.
Okay, I'm ready for it.
You know who Bob Houck is?
Yes, I know. He does the voices for Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens.
Oh, is that Bob Houck? I didn't know. The guy been in radio forever. He sounds like he's a natural.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you think? Yeah. I'll tell you what. I told Bob. I said, Bob, you better keep doing this because I could never, in a million years, pronounce all those flowers.
No. And he's good at it.
And I know.
Yeah. So he does a bi-monthly thing for the Ocala newspaper.
Is it bi-monthly?
I think it's bi-monthly.
Bi-monthly,
bi-weekly, bi-monthly.
It's on the paper.
It's every other month.
Every other week.
Every other week.
I think.
And he puts out a 10 question quiz.
But it's all about Florida, though.
For the enjoyment of people in the newspaper.
Okay, so you're going to test my intelligence?
Right.
Okay.
His latest quiz celebrated the arts to mark the reopening of Ocala's renowned Appleton Museum. As we've been saying here, the Appleton Museum is back open for business.
I like it.
Bruce Mozart has it. They have a
like you.
display.
I've met him many times.
Yeah.
I talked to him, and he was a character, as you say.
So Florida, for a long time, was a working movie set. The entire state was a working movie set.
Don't get me started on that.
Don't get me started on Rick Scott and how he took. Never mind. But anyway, so these 10 questions all are about the century of movie making in Florida.
Okay, let's go. Number 1.
ticket sales of over $1 billion made this 2013 superhero flick starring Robert Downey Jr. the highest grossing movie ever made in the state of Florida.
Iron Man? No, can't be Iron Man.
Was it Iron Man 3, Superman, Spider-Man 3, or The Avengers?
Got to be Iron Man.
Iron Man 3 made in Florida.
Yeah.
Highest grossing movie ever made in the state of Florida.
Yeah.
He starred as Johnny Weissmuller. Question 2. He starred as Johnny Weissmuller's adopted son, Boy, in 5 Tarzan jungle adventures filmed at Silver Springs in the 1940s.
He's got a long last
Is he Sal Mineo,
No.
Mickey Rooney,
No.
Johnny Sheffield, or James Dean?
Johnny Sheffield. Got it.
Johnny Sheffield, 100%. Ding, 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 ding. You're 2 for 2, Joe.
2 for 2.
Question 3. In 2011, Florida State Road 40 was named Follow That Dream Highway
Elvis Presley.
to honor Elvis Presley's 9th movie filmed there 50 years earlier.
I remember that.
Was the town it filmed in, was it Inglis, Yankeetown, Steinhatchee, or Cedar Key?
I'm torn between Yankeetown and Cedar Key. Cedar Key.
Inglis.
Inglis? Really? No.
Yeah, Inglis.
Inglis?
Inglis, Florida.
Oh.
Question 4.
Is that on the way to Cedar Key, though?
Yeah.
That's why I did that. Okay.
So is Yankeetown.
Oh, it's okay. Damn.
Question 4. Much of Mount Dora was painted this gaudy color when it was the setting for the 1981 movie bomb Honky Tonk Freeway.
I don't remember that one. Okay.
Is the color prismatic puce, radical russet, pusillanimous pink, or xenophobic zebra?
Just for the total absurdity of it, I'm going to go with the pink.
Ding, 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 ding. Correct answer. Pusillanimous pink was the color. They painted the entire town. Yeah. Much of Mount Dora was painted that color.
They've repainted it since.
So you're 3-1. You're pretty good so far. Question 5. A museum in Key West honors this prolific playwright who wrote A Streetcar Named Desire when he lived there in the 1940s. So he wrote A Streetcar Named Desire in Key West when he lived there in 1940.
Does his name start with an E?
It does not.
Uh-oh.
Is it Eugene O'Neill, Tennessee Williams, Neil Simon, or Ernest Hemingway?
Ernest Hemingway.
It doesn't start with an E, Joe. I said it doesn't start with an E.
I'm still going with Ernest.
No,
Hemingway.
Tennessee Williams wrote A Streetcar Named Desire.
Did he?
Yeah.
I'm down. Oh, I'm going bad now.
No, you're 3 and 2.
Oh, well.
Number 6, between 1965 and 1983, parts of 3 James Bond spy thrillers
Oh, yeah.
was filmed at Silver Springs.
Yes.
Which one of these 4 was not one of those 3?
Oh, you're killing me.
Thunderball, Goldfinger, Never Say Never Again, or Moonraker?
Was not
filmed at Silver Springs.
I'll go with Moonraker.
Goldfinger
Really?
was not filmed at Silver Springs. So
I should have thought of that. Goldfinger was at Fort Knox and everything.
You're
That's
3
right.
for 3.
3 for 3.
3.
I'm going
3
down
and 3.
now.
You're 500 right now. In baseball, you'd be a uber multimillionaire hitting 500.
Look where I'm sitting. Okay.
If you were a weatherman, you'd be on national TV at 500.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Number 7, in 2000, the first of 3 super scary Jeepers Creepers pictures was filmed in and around this town. Was the town Dunellen, Ocala, McIntosh, or Gainesville?
Get a dart, throw it into the wall. Dunellen.
You're 4 and 3. Jeepers Creepers, first of the 3 super scary Jeeper Creepers movies was filmed in Dunellen.
The only reason I picked Dunellen because less populated.
Right.
That's why I picked that.
Question 8.
8, okay.
Filmed mainly in downtown Ocala. The Old Army Game was a 1926 silent film starring this legendary comedian. So it was filmed in downtown Ocala, featured this legendary comedian. 1926 silent picture.
I got this one.
Was the
you
comedian?
don't even have to tell me.
Okay, go ahead.
Ah, yes, my little chickadee. Ah, yes, W.C. Field.
W.C. Fields shot the old Army game, a 1926 silent movie, in downtown Ocala.
Amazing what I know.
Yeah. So now you're 5-3. So you can only do 500. You can't do any worse than 500.
So 50-50.
50-50. If you miss the last two, that's the worst you can do. Number 9. What was the name of the orphan deer fawn adopted by the youngster Jody Baxter in 1946,
What?
The Yearling, that was filmed near Ocala? What was the name of the orphan deer fawn adopted by the youngster Jody Baxter in 1946, The Yearling, which was filmed in Cross Creek, right near Ocala? Was it Bambi, Sunshine, Moose, or Flag?
Oh, I know it wasn't Bambi.
Well, no, that name had already been taken.
Yeah, right. What was the last
Sunshine, Moose, or Flag?
I'll go with Flag.
Well, now you're 6-3. You can't do. You can't do. You're better than 500. And then finally, the last question:
Sugar Pops.
What star of TV's Cheers played a supporting role in Doc Hollywood, the 1981 Michael J. Fox movie filmed in Micanopy?
Okay, I've watched that.
Was it Kirstie Alley?
No.
Ted Danson?
No.
Woody Harrelson? Or Kelsey Grammer?
Oh, got to be Harrison. Got to be. Willie Harrison, whatever.
Woody Harrelson made a supporting role in Doc Hollywood,
It had to be,
filmed in Micanopy.
Because they didn't really recognize the other ones were in there.
You went 7-3. You did 70%. All of those actors were from Cheers, though.
Yes, they were.
Kirstie Alley, Ted Danson, Kelsey Grammer,
Kirstie
and
Alley,
Woody Harrelson.
she goes from thin to heavier, to heavy, thin, now she's back to thin
You know
again.
what she is? She's gorgeous. Is what
Oh,
she
yes. And she's about my age, too.
No, she's younger than you.
Not that much.
Let's see.
Go
I'm
ahead.
gonna look that up right now.
Let's see.
I'll just take my phone. This is how easy things are
I'll
nowadays.
put her at 67.
67.
I'll put her at 67.
Hey Google, how old is Kirstie Alley?
69 years old.
Did I say about my age? What did I say? Oh, I should have stuck to my guns, not listening.
She was born January 12th, 1951.
So she's older than I am.
She's 69 years old.
She's older than I am. I'm July, so.
I would have never thought she was that old.
Thank you very much.
That is
Thank
pretty
you very
good.
much.
You're pretty good there. Speaking of birthdays.
Yeah, that's what I was asking earlier.
I
yeah.
got some birthdays. Born November 6, 1948 in Detroit, Michigan. A guitarist. Got any ideas?
A guitarist?
Yep. A well-known guitarist.
Is he alive? Oh, he's got
Rock
to be
and
alive.
roll. He's no longer with us.
Oh, Bo Diddley?
Nope.
The one that was Back to the Future.
Chuck Berry?
Yeah.
No.
Damn. Okay, I give up. I only do 2.
Eagles great Glenn Fry.
Oh, okay.
If he was still with us today, it would be his birthday.
Said that I didn't think they were.
He was one of the founding members of the Eagles.
I didn't think you put on deceased people on there.
Well, yeah. It's not my list.
I mean, that list could be long. George Washington could be on that list.
Well, it's not my list. It's just their birthday, not if they're still alive.
I like the ones that are still alive. Thank you very much.
You know who else's birthday it is? November 6, 1968, born in Taipei, Taiwan.
Bruce Lee.
No. A very important person, though. Jerry Yang. Ever heard of him?
No.
Yes, you have.
Oh,
you just didn't know you've heard of him.
Oh, it was action.
Nope.
Action, no.
He's the co-founder and CEO of Yahoo.
Oh.
Which he and Dave Filo created in 1994 while he was studying at Stanford University. And Georgia Southern was one of the 3 pilot schools for one of the beta schools for Yahoo. But when we got it, it wasn't called Yahoo.
What was it?
It was called Jerry's Guide to the World Wide Web.
Jerry's. All I want to know is who came up with the slogan that is Yahoo? I like that.
Jerry Yang.
Did he?
Yep. It's been later was named Yahoo. Yahoo is one of the top 3 visited sites in the world according to traffic figures, and has been the subject of takeover bids from Microsoft. But yeah, I have a ID on Yahoo called Smitty Martin that I don't have to put. You know, when you put in your email, you'd put in joe@woca.com to sign in. Well, now you have to do like T Schmitz at Ymail, which is Yahoo, or T Schmitz at Yahoo. You have to do. Yeah. I have one that was so early that I just put Smitty Martin in. I don't have to put @ or anything. And then with my password, and I sign in.
Boom.
Yeah. It's a Yahoo account. My Yahoo account is 000064379.
Wow.
It was one of the first 70,000 emails at Yahoo.
Wow.
Because we were a beta tester. Georgia Southern was a beta
there
tester.
you go.
So we got Yahoo addresses before anybody else in the country because we were testing
And
it
it's
out.
still good?
Oh, yeah. Still, I've had it since 1994.
Gee.
Yeah.
Now, you remember Ask Jeeves?
I do ask Jeeves, the butler.
I like that. Is it still out there or not? I don't know.
I don't know. Hey, right here.
Yeah.
Hey, Google, is Ask Jeeves still operating?
According to Engadget, Ask Jeeves lasted until roughly 2005, when it was rebranded as Ask.com. The company attempted to invade Yahoo Answers territory by focusing on a real-person Q&A site, but Ask.com ended its foray into search engineering in 2010. Ask.com is ranked No. 128 in the world, according to Alexa.
Well,
So there you go. Ask.com was Ask Jeeves, and then it became Ask.com, and then in 2010 it became Ask Me Later because I'm not here anymore.
Do I look like Google to you? Yeah.
Hey, you worried about this day in history? Because I'm always a history guy.
You should teach history, right?
I used to teach history, high school history. 1920, Woodrow Wilson, criticized by London journalists. He was thought of as one of the greatest failures in history by the English citizens because of his debacle with the League of Nations, which he came up with, he designed, which was the predecessor to the United Nations. He came up with it, he designed it, and America never joined it.
We're not even going there.
In 1956, Allied forces took control of the Suez Canal with British and French parachute troops holding the Mediterranean key to the Suez Canal. That happened on this date in 1956. Richard Nixon wins in a close contest for president over Hubert Humphrey to become the 37th president of the United States on this date, November 6th in 1968. You remember this. This was a big deal. 1985. American newspapers revealed that U.S. President Ronald Reagan had authorized the shipment of arms to Iran as part of the Iran-Contra affair to release American hostages. Remember, he made some promises earlier in his presidency to get the hostages home at 444 days. Then it came out that because they were fighting the Contras in Panama or Nicaragua, I forget which way it was, and part of what they were doing was it showed that Oliver North et al. There were agreements to give arms to the Iranians and for hostage switch and everything. Big deal. Remember that? Oliver North fell on his sword and never ratted anybody out. Once a Marine, always a Marine.
He's still breathing, though.
Lieutenant Colonel Oliver North.
Still
There's
breathing,
a name
right?
people don't think about. And finally, in 1996, with a resounding victory over Republican Bob Dole, Bill Clinton, president for 4 more years in the White House. After he'd won in 92, he beat Bob Dole in a resounding victory on this day in 1996. Bill Clinton, look.
I never had with that lady. Never, no.
I'm going to tell you this, and I said this last night, and a friend of mine immediately took umbrage of it, but I'm telling you from a historical standpoint.
Yeah.
Take Bill Clinton's extracurricular activities out of your mind. What he did with cigars and interns, take all that out of your mind.
Okay, plays the saxophone.
Just look at what he did legislative-wise and the gap, the way he worked with Newt Gingrich and the Promise of America with the Republicans, and what he did from 92 all the way through till 2000. He's going to go down. And I'm telling you, 150 years from now, history will remember Bill Clinton as one of the probably top 15, 18 presidents we've ever had. He won't be in the top 5. Probably won't be in the top 10. But he'll definitely be in the top 20. Remember, even though, people say, oh, well, he raided Social Security, he did this, he balanced the budget in 1993.
Yeah, he did.
Now, don't get me wrong. He did also, between him and his wife, they said everybody deserved to own a home, and they're directly responsible. If you go back and think about it, although they'll never get blamed for it, I think they're directly responsible for the burst of the real estate bubble that happened in 2007.
2007, 2008, oh yeah.
Because they said in 1992, 93, 94, everybody deserves the right to own a home. No, you don't. Everybody that can afford to own a home deserves the right to own a home.
Well, go back. Every home should have a chicken in the pot.
Hey, how'd that work out for Hoover? The stock market collapsed right after he said that. How'd that work out for him?
Hey, don't say things like that. Don't ever say things like that.
But Bill Clinton,
there's always the other shoe ready to drop.
Right. Bill Clinton, take his extracurricular activities out of the equation, and history will remember him as not as bad as people like to think he is. And I said the other day, when you start gauging Donald Trump, it's too early to gauge how he's going to be thought of as a president for history, but he'll never be the worst president. Because as long as Warren G. Harding and he did hold office, nobody will be worse than Warren G. Harding as president, or nobody I could envision will be worse. There may be one eventually, but right now, Warren G. Harding, go do the research, folks.
That's what I was just going to say. There's a lot of presidents that all the American people will see is
Millard Fillmore was just a do-nothing president, okay? There are presidents through history that weren't very good.
Figureheads.
But Warren G. Harding was terrible. He was a horrible human being to start off with and was in the pocket of the mob. So much so that HBO made a show called Boardwalk Empire that told the story of how Warren G. Harding was in the pocket of the mob.
The whole thing is, back then, the media was very respectful.
Oh, they certainly were.
Of the office.
They only thought the best of politicians.
Well, they tried to.
Right.
And Franklin D. Roosevelt, you never seen him.
They made sure that they didn't
take any bad pictures of him.
Of him not being able to stand or anything.
Now, there are pictures now that you can see, and they have movies and everything.
But they made sure not to do anything. Like JFK was I'll say it, a male whore while he was in office. But the press didn't report of all the women that were coming in and out of the president's bedroom. Marilyn Monroe and all those actors didn't report that because the press had a respect for politicians back then. Hey, we'll see you Monday. You're listening to 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
USA Radio News with Lance Pry.
Democrat presidential nominee Joe Biden has gained on President Trump in both Pennsylvania and Georgia overnight as more votes were counted. Trump is accusing Democrats of trying to steal the election in remarks he made from the White House. The Trump campaign also said it's not being given good enough access to observe votes being tallied in Michigan and Pennsylvania. Joe Biden says, "We continue to